Welcome to Seniors Day at Mill River Union High School, and a beautiful sunny fall day. It's going to be the final home game of the regular season for the Mill River squad, and they have some seniors that I'd like to wish a lot of thank you for their service to the school and representing the community and doing such a nice job athletically and academically, and just for being good people. And they're going to bring the seniors out and their parents, and we'll have balloons and flowers and probably a few teardrops from the parents. But their opponent today will be Springfield. I can tell you some of those seniors. Audrey Furno is a senior, Courtney Chadburn a senior, Jen Brown, Nikki Munson, Katie Ketchum, Maria Lawrenson, and Kara Semplansky. And they're introducing the Springfield squad. Now this is going to be a strange game because Springfield has a ton of scratches. I don't know if it's for, I'm just waiting to hear the goalie. Okay, so what they've got is Heather LaPlante will be the goalkeeper. And the reason I had to wait was because they don't have her listed. They have her listed as a back and a midfielder, but they've scratched 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 players, brought up 9 freshmen, canceled the JV game for today with Mill River. And I don't know if that's for discipline or what. I got a good feeling it is, but we'll have Heather LaPlante in net, is what I believe I heard them say. And it'll be Springfield and Mill River, and then Mill River, with the undefeated record, will finish their season off on the road at Woodstock in what would be a dynamite game. And the reason I don't go down outside mic is because they have the PA system set way forward here, and then I'd be useless to pick it up. So hard to believe we're at the end of the regular season right now for soccer. As we get ready for the playoffs, we'll have a lot of home games this year, no matter what happens with Woodstock. But they need to win today. They got to stay focused on the task at hand, which is Springfield right now. The Cosmos will have the green uniforms on. And here they're going to honor the seniors. And of course, Coach Chadburn himself has been through this before with his older daughter, Carissa. So they're introducing the underclassmen. They start Mackenzie Mooney, Isabel Furno, Rebecca Day, Kayla Plouffe, Nicole Weeks, Katie Sabaski, sporting ponytails or pigtails, very common today. Fishwick, Emily Fishwick. Jess Bullock, it's a junior, she's stepping out. Again, these are all the underclassmen. Desiree Gray is number 7. Carrie Brown is a junior, number 13. Number 2, Nicole Fenton. Now for the seniors, and that brings a big roar of applause from the senior section. Number 11, Nicole Munson coming out along with her mom and dad, and you see she'll get the flowers, and Nicole Weeks presents the flowers, and now they'll take the walk with Coach Chadburn. And you're watching Seniors Day on Channel 15 PEGTV, and Nicole Munson and her mom and dad do the flowers and the hugs, and last regular season home game here. Well, playoff games here, that's for sure. And now they'll Audrey Furno will be coming out. You see Isabel, her younger sister, will hand her the roses and the plaque. Again, this ceremony will be repeated throughout all of Vermont on field hockey, football fields, soccer fields, as it's acknowledgement, appreciation of the seniors. Maria Lawrenson coming out now, number 21, senior. And I've heard a lot of different things about senior days. Really distraction as far as getting the game going, getting it all set. You know, because it's out of the norm of the pregame ritual. And then I've also seen where the other team, where the home team that's having the seniors honored like this, come out and they're so jacked up and adrenalized and juiced that they just come out and blow the other team off the field. So see what happens today with Mill River as we're watching the presentation of Seniors Day here. Again, Mill River with an undefeated record taking on Springfield. That'll be the main feature. I tell you, Marie's got a lot of balloons, Maria Lawrenson does. Wow, okay, now Bryn Campbell's being introduced, and I have her as a junior, but I think she did tell me she was graduating early. And I know she's smart, but holy crap, that's real smart. And she'll be one of the, boy, will it be her final regular season home game? Jen Brown coming out now. And Jen Brown will come out and be guided out by Coach Chadburn, and he will. And it is windy. That wind will be a factor today in the game. It's blowing across the field right into the camera, and that'll definitely affect corner kicks, punts, balls over the top, all kinds of good stuff. Now Katie Ketchum coming out, one of the captains for Mill River. Very popular player amongst her teammates and her classmates here. She's kind of a character. She's got a good sense of humor and likes to dish it out, but she can take it. You see Mr. and Mrs. Ketchum down there, and again, this is the pregame festivities that will lead up to the Springfield Mill River game. Varsity soccer action on a sunny fall day. And that's Mackenzie Mooney battling the balloons right now. Now number 9, Courtney Chadburn, another captain out there, and of course Robin and Randy's youngest daughter, and Randy of course is the head coach here at Mill River in his 6th season. She has 82 career goals coming in today's game, just phenomenal. And when you start adding in assists, she's so far over 100 points, it's unbelievable. I can't believe anybody else in Mill River soccer history has ever done that. So Randy and Robin and her older sister Carissa out there, and Courtney. And Karison Platsky back. Remember, she was involved in an automobile accident. She's been going through some very serious rehab, and she is a senior. She's been acknowledged all season on the announcements, the introductions, and that is just a tremendous, that's a goosebump moment right there. I'm getting tears in my eyes, and she comes back and will make it to Seniors Day. That's great. Again, one of the big things for Mill River in a game like this, I didn't know what was going on until I got here, and Coach Chadburn's wife, Robin, explained to me that all the and there's Seniors Day as it will conclude. You can see the seniors all decked out with balloons and flowers and plaques and hugs and kisses, and we'll come back from the fade and we'll have the opening possession. As we do things a little bit in reverse order today on Seniors Day, you can see the captains and the referees meeting. And again, I started to say I really can't anticipate this being too much of a smooth game for Springfield. They have a ton of players who are not going to be allowed to play today. They took basically their JV team, 9 players, moved them up to varsity level, and then canceled the JV game. And they didn't tell Coach Chadburn and Rob Black, the athletic director here at Mill River, that because the JV team for Mill River was all set to play today. They're all in uniforms, decked out. They had officials here for that game, but they moved up 9. I'm trying to count 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 players to the varsity level, and they've taken off two of the captains. Rachel Hammond, who's been scratched. Carly Ward's been scratched. A bunch of juniors and sophomores. So I really don't know what to expect from Springfield other than this is, of course, I'm tape delayed and stuff, and I don't really know the nuts and bolts of why they're not playing. And I'll be honest with you, I don't really care. It's none of my business. But I'm just thinking of the game itself. It's got to be really not a sync game for Coach Luigi Valenti. But we'll see. Sometimes things like this just happen, and the team comes together. But again, Mill River can't be looking ahead to Woodstock next week, as the Battle of the Titans will take place. And of course, that'll probably be for the NBL regular season title and probably be for the #1 seed. And there's always bad blood between Mill River and Woodstock, and usually it's an all senior lineup for the first few minutes of a seniors day game, and I can kind of scan the field, get all Battle of the Sun looking into it. But again, Courtney Chadburn, number 9 right there, 82 career goals to this point, hoping to add to that total for Mill River's sake today. And I don't know who won the coin toss, but I got a feeling Mill River did, because they took the Sun to their goalie's back here in his first half of play. And finally set to go here on Channel 15. Website for Channel 15 is www.pegtv.com. As you can see, Christina Moore out there, and she's going to have the touch along with Greer Thomas. And we'll see what happens as we get going. 40-minute halves, overtime if necessary, 2 10-minute overtime periods. Golden goal is the rule, which means first person to score wins, or first team to score that wins. But if you end up those 2 10-minute overtime periods still tied, since it's not a playoff game and it is not a tournament with that already in the rules, we get in a tie. As we'll get set to get going, you can see that Springfield will have to work it around Munson, and Munson with a nice steal will settle it down, take a few dribbles, and then nice left-footed pass will get it over midfield. And Springfield in the green, the Cosmos and the Mill River Minutemen today. And Lawrence, and that pass over on that far side to Sabaski, sporting the new hairdo today, and she'll lay the ball out maybe a little bit too long, and it will roll out of play. We'll have a throw coming up for Springfield. And I'd just like to remind you that Channel 15 is located in the Howe Center, Building 24. That goes off from Jen Brown out of play. We'll have yet another throw by Springfield. They'll switch up. They'll have the throw right in front of their bench. Again, a very colorful coach, Luigi Valenti. If you never gotten to chat with him, he was the Black River softball coach. Did a phenomenal job this past season for the softball team. I've seen him coach the Pulteney girls varsity soccer team before and do a nice job. I mean, he's just kind of like been everywhere. And he lands at Springfield this year. And Fishhook will take the throws. Mill River looking to get on track. They'll overthrow the intended target. Audrey Fernell goes out of play, and we will have a throw coming up. Mill River just worked it about 5 yards more forward, and they'll have another chance. Oh, that was saved, I guess. Settled down, and Fenton will have it ricochet off from a Cosmo player out of bounds, and we'll have Audrey Fernell now take the throw. Again, a lot of stuff happening at the Paramount Theater with the holidays coming up. That's kicked out. Chadburn came up behind and snuck the ball around and tried to steal the throw. It's a good move always up on your captain's part, your senior's part, but it will be Springfield with the throw. As that's Fenton, and she'll just turn and fire it out. And the website for the Paramount Theater, just so you can find out what's going on, is www.paramountlive.org. And I can tell you right now that the really big show number 11 will be there November 4th, and it will be starting at 7 o'clock, and you can get your tickets at that website, ParamountLive.org. And can also tell you, if you make the show or miss the show, if you want to see it again, you can watch it on PEGTV Channel 15. They were looking for Munson, and Springfield with the step up, and it's been a very unsmooth start. I don't know any other English to use, but here comes Chadburn. She's got the ball and she wants to bring it across. She does, and that was flying through the air again. That was going to be Ketchum, and they're going to call a goal kick. She lobbied for a corner kick, and again, you'd expect that from your players to always try to gain an advantage, whether it's right or wrong, or true or not true if it's last touch. But we'll have Springfield take the kick off the goal on this near side of the box. That ball will roll, and be out of play. And now we'll have Ketchum come up, and she'll take the throw, number 12 for Mill River. And there's a nice deep lob to an open spot on the field. Unfortunately, it was only open with green jerseys, and Campbell comes up, and see Campbell get physical and nudge the Springfield player forward. And boy, if that sun would stay in like that, I would be one happy camper. As Fishwick came up and dumped the ball back down inside, and Furno will turn. She'll chase down her, pass it to herself, a little bit long, and it's going to be saved, and that'll skip and be out of play. Now it's going to stay in bounds on that side. Right now, everything's been kind of stagnant offensively for Mill River, and we're not used to seeing that from the Minutemen, as Ketchum will settle things down. Again, a lot of it could be the rush of the day, having it be Seniors Day, and can also be maybe in the back of their minds a little bit thinking about Woodstock and that trip down there. And Ketchum will go down in a corner, and she's looking for Furno, and she's trying to bring it back around. She does. Audrey Furno will set it out in front. It'll be tipped around and tased down by Sabaski, and she'll reverse the ball, and that's going to be settled down by Fenton momentarily. Couldn't control it. The ball will come back up to Lawrenson near the midfield area, as Lawrenson will get underneath it and get the ball down. You see Nicole Munson was there along with Bryn Campbell, and between the two of them they work the ball free, and they'll come over towards me near the bleacher side and go out of play. And I believe it will have a white throw. Yeah, we'll have Ketchum take the throw, number 12 for Mill River. And again, she's got good power on her lobs, able to really get it down in there. And Campbell wants to send it through to Chadburn, and that was pretty much choked off by a bunch of green shirts down there of the Springfield Cosmos. And Campbell, good communications between her and Fenton, and Campbell will step forward, and that ball will be just lifted and brought near the center circle, where Sabaski will be called off. Lawrenson thought about sending it over the top, then heard Sabaski open on that left side, got Katie Sabaski the ball. We'll go through Furno's legs, Audrey Furno. We've got Isabel Furno in net, I believe. Yeah, Isabel got the start over Mackenzie Mooney. And that's Fenton coming up on the play. And again, she'll just lay it out now for Bryn Campbell, and that's going to skid, and I think it's going to have too much gas in it. Yeah, it's going to miss Jen Brown going to play, and we'll have a Springfield throw. So we're scoreless with just about 5 minutes played here in the first half of play. It's Seniors Day, and again, congratulations to all the seniors on the field, not only for Mill River, but also for Springfield. Don't really have an explanation why they had so many people scratched from their lineup and stuff like that, but hey, got the game on anyways. And that will be out of play off from Sabaski, and we'll have the throw come up by Springfield. They'll just elect to send over. They got to figure out who they want to send over, and they'll have the throw, and it'll take place right in front of their bench. And there's a header taken down by Lawrence, looking for Brown, Jen Brown, and then the ball just lifted up and bodied down as right now Springfield's looking into the sun, so they're really fighting the sun right now. And Ketchum had control, lost it. Munson called off. Lawrence will circle behind the ball and see if she'll take advantage of this. Nope, she has some open turf to work with. She just tried to drive the ball forward, and now Springfield will try to work the ball. And that's tough down there with Ketchum and Fishwick down there, just to get down inside the 18, because they really believe they own the 18. And that's really just towed. And is it saved? No, Chadburn couldn't save it. Well, by green throw, and it will become Springfield with the ball down in front of the bleacher area, and they'll line it up and knock it down with Jessica Asselin. Munson got the touch on it twice, got it to Chadburn, and then Campbell and Chadburn will double team, get the ball, and went to send it through, and boy, nice defense being played right there by Springfield. That'll come up to the center circle, and the Cosmos doing a nice job of just kind of stalling play out and keeping it stagnant right now. They don't want these Mill River thoroughbreds to get out and run free today. Like that, Sabaski with some turf. We'll put the brakes on reverse and try to come around on the other side. Had help coming down on the inside. It was just a little slow getting there. Then Campbell get it off from one of those Cosmo players, and Bryn Campbell will take the throw herself, number 18, and she will miss. connecting with Ketchum, and then Springfield will just dump it back up. And again, there's Lawrence right where she belongs, right in the middle of the field. Goes back to Fenton, who'll go back, and Fishwick. However, not a team that usually goes backwards to go forwards. They're a very north to south team. And yeah, Cosmos will take the throw now. And this time they're in front of the Mill River bench. And it's going to be Tabaski called off, and then the kick knocked down by Springfield, and they're going to just try to, again, grind out the game, shorten the touches, and the amount of time Mill River has to work with. They're going to have a kind of, they're looking for an ugly game, Springfield is. And that's going to be Chadburn with that great speed, getting there, bringing the ball to the inside. And she'll draw a crowded green, couple three actually. Jersey came around her. She got bumped, went down. Bobby kicked side out, and it's going to be, I'm looking for whoever's going to have the ball here. It's going to be Mill River ball, and Sabaski will head over, and she'll pick it up. Number 6 for Mill River. She'll come back to number 18, Campbell. And Campbell trying to drive it through and didn't elevate it enough. Came ricocheting out. It's going to be settled down by Nicole Munson. Munson does a good job of keeping the defender on her backside, and then the ball stopped on the pass attempt trying to drive it through. And Springfield looking to transition now, and right there was Ketchum, and she'll just boot it back down and in. As Chadburn tried to kick it in. Boy, they're marking very tight on Chadburn, as everybody does. And then we got a bump, and we could have a kick coming up, and it'll go against Mill River. The fall will. And that was one I thought could have gone either way, but it's going to go for Springfield's way, and they will take the kick at the 5, 10, 15, at the football 20. Well, it stayed low and had a little help near midfield, and they advanced it over momentarily into their offensive end. Springfield did. Now Mill River will go back on the defense as the ball will go out of play, and we'll have a throw coming up by the Cosmos in those green uniforms. Neither goalies had to look too hot out there right now, as this has been really a strangled play. It's like the slow down offense in basketball where they'll just take the air out of the ball. Springfield trying to do that right now in soccer, and that ball will roll out through the opposite field, and there will be a hold up and play as they'll have to chase it down. Usually they keep a spare ball behind each net, and they should really go ahead and do that because it does slow play down tremendously. So into the brilliant sunshine, they'll look and kick, and again, that's going to shorten the field as Lawrenson came charging up from the middle of the field and popped it right back over the top, and that's going to be hooked up to the top of the arc where Furno will go up, body it down, send it through the far corner, and you can see Chadburn. There's no way you ever locked in there. She's pretty creative and does that right there. She turned in just like in basketball where you turn going out of bounds and throw the ball off the defender and you get the possession back. She did that basically in soccer. She turned, kicked it off from the defender, went out of play, and that becomes a throw now for Mill River. Pretty snazzy move. And Ketchum, as you see them trying to work her more up front in her offense. Oh, what a move to split the defense. Oh, one more great move and the shot, and it just went wide, and it will roll out of play. And I don't believe it was touched. No, by a Springfield player. It was not. It'll become a goal kick, and Mill River gets the first real legitimate scoring chance right there. As Courtney Chadburn is looking for goal number 83 in her career. She's at 82 goals overall, and again, just one of the best soccer players ever to come into the state of Vermont. Well, she didn't come into it. She was born here, but to play in the state of Vermont, how's that sound? You see Campbell, how strong she is. Took the bump, kept going forward, and that ball's going to just eke away from Sabaski, and then Ketchum came up kind of undetected and got a piece of the ball. She footed it away, but Springfield having a little problem themselves moving it through the middle of the field. And Furno coming up, that's Audrey Furno. Isabel Furno's in net, and that ball will be on the far side. And you can see right now, there has been a lot of subs in the game, that's for sure. See how Campbell went left foot, settled, came around with the right foot. That was a brilliant soccer move. She may look so natural that you might not have picked it up, and that shot's going to come in, and we'll have the save by LaPlante. So that's a couple shots now in the last minute with 28 minutes left to go. We played 12 minutes. We're scoreless. Mill River, Springfield. Mill River sporting a perfect record. No ties, no losses. They've won a couple overtime games this year. I think one difference this year between Mill River and Mill River teams of past, they had tremendous records, undefeated records, one-loss records. So that this team really, though, has had games where they've had to play under stress. They've had to win in overtime. They've had to win by 1 goal. They've had to withstand comebacks. They've had to make comebacks. And that's a little different. That's a battle-tested team going into the playoffs, not a team that's really just kind of cakewalked their way through the schedule. And I think that's the biggest difference. I think of the overtime win early, the first game down at Manchester against Burton. The overtime win here against Stratton Mountain. The come-from-behind win over Division I Mount Anthony. The 1-0 win over Division I Hartford on the road. You know, I mean, those are tight games, close games that could have gone either way, but they found a way to win those games, and they weren't tested a lot of times through the last couple of years until they got to the Woodstock games, or they got to the playoff games. And that's not a time to see what your team's going to act like under duress. It's better to find that out during the season. I think this team has got a lot of veterans, a lot of players who were freshmen, played all the way through to their senior year, and a lot of freshmen who started or in their 3rd year of varsity. And I just think it's a more seasoned team for having those tighter games throughout the year. What do I know? Absolutely nothing. Here's a corner, and you can see the wind blowing. Like I said, it will affect these kicks. Courtney Chadburn will serve it up from the far side, and remember, she got to compensate for that wind, and she looks like she did a beautiful job. And Ketchum tried to stay there and get the header, and that's going to be Carrie Brown in the game. And I missed her entrance. I don't know when she came in, but Carrie Brown with the ball right now. She'll turn and lose it out of play, and we'll have a green throw for Springfield Cosmos. Springfield, a very sports-crazed town also. I remember back in '96 going down to Springfield with John Mayhew on camera and Matt Munger on stats. We went to the Dressel Gym and did a basketball game to a full house, frenzied crowd, technical fouls, all kinds of just, if you've never been to the Dressel Gym, you've never been inside a high school basketball gym. The crowd sits right on the court. And I mean, we literally, just for PEGTV, were just about assaulted because we were from Rutland, and it was a brutal physical game during and after when people try to get on the bus and go home. And I mean, they're very passionate about their sports. And the Minutemen, not used to being held scoreless like this, and not really having, well, if you are held scoreless, not used to not really generating a ton of chances, quality chances, and they really haven't done that. They've had a couple of shots on net, but nothing of the spectacular region. And see if that will warrant a change, and see if they'll move Fishwick up front. A lot of times when the offense is having a little problem, they'll move Emily Fishwick forward, and that kind of really flows up the game, frees up the game, and the game will flow for Mill River. And Springfield trying to get over midfield, they'll do that and see if they get some time of possession down here. And be very blunt, the senior ceremony in the beginning was the most exciting part of the game so far. And that's usually not what happens down here. Ketchum, able to elude the defender, found some open turf, took the dribbles, and we have an offside call as Chadburn was offside, and we'll have a kick coming up for Springfield. And I haven't seen Rebecca Day come in yet to the game. A freshman who's just been very phenomenal up front for Coach Chadburn. Again, the sun sponsor because I'm staring right into the sun from the vantage point here at their makeshift press box. And we'll have a throw by Ketchum. She'll go high and deep, and that's going to roll out. And there's Campbell coming in to keep the play down inside. Oh, that will bounce to the side. And it's going to be sent up the sideline, and that will go out of play from Carrie Brown of Mill River. And we'll have a throw coming up as I try to locate the ball through the sun. There we go. I'd like to thank at this time Coach Randy Chadburn and his wife Robin for the rosters and schedule changes and all the updates and stats and getting me up here in this makeshift press box weight room area so I can do the games. And I've had a blast doing Mill River Soccer, as they are an exciting team to watch. And here comes an exciting play right here as they'll come across. Oh, she just missed getting the goal on a tough angle. Chadburn did, and then she just missed connecting with Ketchum, who was really racing hard down the field to try to be the trail player and get a foot on the ball just in that type of situation. It does become a corner with 17 minutes gone, with 23 minutes left to play, even in the first half, and it'll be Bryn Campbell, who is a junior who's graduating this year ahead of her scheduled time because she's a brainiac, a very smart, funny person, good athlete. And she served the ball up pretty darn well. That was well defended on the short post by Springfield to come down. And oh, that's a Fenton went head-to-head with the Springfield player. And Campbell trying to bring the ball back around, and bodies flying and whistles blowing, and Springfield's going to get the foul called against Mill River, and they'll have another free kick here. Cosmo is doing very well to take the air out of the ball and make it an ugly game, which is not an insult at all. It's a term used in sports, and Springfield knows, or they feel right now, that they can't really run and gun up down the field with Mill River. They don't want the tempo to get juiced, and that's a nice breakthrough right there, and that's going to be a penalty right there as Lawrenson reached around and tried to kick the ball away from Brandy White, who is a very good basketball and softball player. And this is a great chance for Springfield to break on top, as you see the kick where it's coming from. You see the wall of Mill River players built in front. And the shot is going to be knocked down by Furno. She keeps it in bounds out of the net, and she'll, I believe, her first touch of the game. Coming 18, almost 19 minutes into the contest. And a good punt, very good kick. And we haven't seen Mooney come in yet. Mackenzie Mooney in the middle of the field. Rebecca Day hasn't come in yet. And, oh, I know there's more. Oh, Kayla Bloof. As Ketchum will bring the ball back to the inside. She overled Chadburn, and Fishwick got stopped once. They got the ball away. As they'll get that into Ketchum, and got whistles blowing, and Plouffe is in there now, number 14. There we go, okay. And another foul, I guess a push-off call. Then we'll have a kick coming up by Springfield, as we're going to have number 9, Greer Thomas, take the kick, and she's listed as one of the captains today, one of the few that wasn't, for some reason, scratched and not allowed to play. You can see right there Carrie Brown playing some very good defense, in Springfield trying to get some possession time down inside. They'll go, and the horn will sound. We'll have subs coming in now, as that was Fishwick that was playing the defensive section there. And see, okay, 24 is a freshman, Olivia Johnson, and she's going to leave the field right there. She's one of the ones being subbed for. And they're going to bring in number 13, and I got searched because I got a mixed roster of JV and varsity, and I couldn't have time to find it. Lawrence will step up, and that'll be off from the back of the Springfield player. Heads toward the 18, doesn't get in there. Lawrence will just want it out, kick it out, and that's what she did, and they'll get back in position over Will to defend now and mark up. And that's going to be Carrie Brown with a nice defensive step up and steal. Now she'll go to Ketchum, and Ketchum will make me swivel around on the windowsill. You see Courtney Chadburn, boy, they felt pressure just from Chadburn coming down in, and they kicked the ball well side out, way out of bounds. Will be picked up by Fishwick now, as Emily Fishwick, number 4, will get set, and Kayla Plouffe will head the ball into the box with Chadburn coming in, and they picked up by LaPlante. She'll take the kick. She's going to punt, it looks like, and yeah, she'll take the punt here, and very good. And I believe they called a handball on that play, as that looks like Rebecca Day in the game now, number 5 for Mill River, as they're searching for their offense. That is Rebecca Day, number 5, in there now for the Minutemen, as we have a first half scoreless. Desiree Gray, number 7, out there doing a nice job. Springfield working the ball forward, and they might have pushed it a little bit too far forward, as Fenton will get there, and Fenton takes a push from behind. Ball will go out of play, and I'm waiting for the call. Will it be a goal kick? Yes, it will. I kind of lose the perspective of the lines out there, so if Fishwick take the goal kick as to where it's out of bounds. That's why I had to wait for a second and wait for the official to make the official call. And they blew the whistle at the last second on Fishwick, and she pulled up, and a nice job of not miss-kicking the ball. We have 18 minutes to go. We play 22 minutes. And honestly, with Seniors Day and then the juggling of the lineup for Springfield and the distraction of Seniors Day, and that's not knocking Seniors Day, I'm just telling you that it is a distraction from the norm. Coaches and players are very Oh, I don't know what are compulsive obsessive people. They like the same routine. They get used to the same routine before every game, and they're like a superstitions comes in. And Seniors Day really changes that. It's just a whole different start to the way the game begins and everything, and does throw them out of sync and a little out of focus. And right now, Mill River doesn't look like Mill River. And Springfield, with all those changes, probably doesn't look like Springfield. But I like coming down here because usually it's just a Yahoo random cowboy type of game, and this is kind of quiet, and that's going to be up and well out of play where the crossbar, and it was not touched by any Mill River or Springfield defender, so it will not become a corner. It'll become just a goal kick. Greer Thomas again will get set. The only thing I have a problem with, and it's nothing anybody can do about it, is having to lean out the second-story window and then shoot for my knees a lot from being on the windowsill. That kind of sucks. Maybe if I wasn't so old now, shape it wouldn't, but. And that ball with Fishwick with the throw went in deep, but see if who's going to come up and make the play. That's Carrie Brown that got there, and then Day called for the ball, and it's going to be picked up coming through by Fenton, and she'll take advantage of a few. Well, for a moment it looked like it was open, and then Day will. And she's had phenomenal skills, Day has. She's looked so good out there as a freshman, and that ball will just be lifted, and Springfield will settle it. And usually Mill River won't give you that kind of time and space to work with the ball, and that's just been so unusual for them. Carrie Brown will come up, get the ball into Chadburn. She'll circle around, carry the ball on the right foot, go to the left foot, and I believe I heard the whistle. Yeah, we've got an offside call. So Mill River with 16 minutes to go in the first half. There were two freshmen that made the team, Mackenzie Mooney and Rebecca Day, as Springfield will try and, okay. Again, that sunshine's nasty on my eyes, but I just had trouble picking up the ball. And I don't know if you caught, like the Stratton Mountain game and the Mount Anthony game were played in sprinkles and cloudy days. The quality of the picture and the trueness of the color were just night and day, compared to the washed out look you're going to get today with the sun and the sun dots on the lens. I look at stuff like that. It's going to be cornered by 4 Mill River as Chadburn will head over. And then she'll come back. And that's because Bryn Campbell just came into the game, and Bryn will take the kick now over in that far corner, number 18 for Mill River. Again, Coach Chadburn's done a phenomenal job with the program, building it into quite a consistent powerhouse every year, and that kick just didn't get far enough out in front. And nice job by Fenton coming forward, and then a step up by Springfield, and they'll drive the ball out, and that's going to be taken on the fly by Springfield. That's Nicole Weeks in the game, number 8, and she's asking for and receiving the ball, and she'll put the throw down for Mill River. And that ball's going to come to Campbell. She'll come around just a step late, and that's going to be driven up and out of play. And we'll have the Minutemen there. They were going to take the throw. And it looks like they'll take the throw again, as Bryn Campbell will give the ball up to Fishwick, and Emily Fishwick, who has a really good deep throw. And they're down near the 18. And see, she'll go right into the 18 with a high arcing lob, and that'll roll and stay in play. Mill River had 4 players around it. Nobody could get a foot on it to direct it toward the net. And Day will come up and challenge. And then come back to Brown. She went left foot, kept a low foot right on Chadburn's cleats. Chadburn down to one knee, pop right back up, great agility, and the shot by Campbell will be behind through the inline and out of play. All this happening with 14 minutes left to go in the first half of play. We will have the goal kick coming up, again by Greer Thomas. And she left that short, and that's going to be shortening the field as Fishwick came up, gave the ball out to Chadburn. They've got her pretty well marked. It's going to be beautiful, and oh, what a beautiful pass. There was just mental telepathy there between Chadburn and Ketchum on the break. She was unmarked, wide open onside, and the pass just a smidging ahead of her, and that a smidging is about 2 inches. So we'll have Greer Thomas come over, and she'll come back to the near side of the box and take yet another goal kick with 13 minutes to go now in the first half of play. Usually by now I'm hoarse from hollering goal for Mill River, and that just hasn't happened yet. Fishwick. Nobody's played bad, it's just they haven't played like I'm used to them. See Chadburn so quick to play the angles correctly. Day never got the shot off as the ball was taken off her foot, and now they go up over the top, and it's going to be Lawrence at midfield, just head the ball back around, and the follow-up by Springfield, and it's going to be Lawrenson, and boy, who came up made that great play? Bullock came up, made a great play for Mill River, and I'm sorry I got late on the ball there. I have to shift to my knee on the windowsill. And that's going to be Fishwick up ahead, and they go far side to Campbell. She'll settle it down, and her shot blocked. She'll go back, retrieve the ball. She had time to do that. And she's looking to circle around and find a passing lane, and she does that finally, and it's well defended. They had a wall built in front, and there's the follow-up. Ball down by Weeks, and it'll pop up. Will it stay in play? Yes, it will. Be chased down by Bryn Campbell, number 18. Will go out of bounds, and she'll take the throw for the Minutemen. In their home whites with the red shorts, taking on Springfield in the all-green uniforms. Well, all green to a point. They got white numbers. And I just want to see they're going to have Ketchum come over now and take the throw. Number 12, Katie Ketchum, one of the seniors who's honored prior to the start of the game today. And that, again, was well defended. One thing Luigi Valenti's teams do, where he's at, whether it's softball or soccer or Black River or Springfield or Pulteney, is they play hard all the time, and they play smart, and they do exactly what he tells them to do. They play good defense. And that's going to come out through the inline. Well, a corner for Mill River. And it looks like Bryn Campbell will deliver the ball on the corner. She'll come over and serve it up. And again, we're down to just 11 minutes to go in the first half. And if Springfield can either get to the half tied or ahead by a goal or down by just one, they've got to feel pretty darn good about everything. That's going to be cleared up. There was a weak shot put in, and then defense cleared the ball away, and Fishwick settled it down and got it to Campbell, the show worker right across the middle, looking for Day. Settled down twice by Fishwick, and Sabaski with the follow-up, and Sabaski with the step-up. That ball's going to trickle across, be taken over by Fishwick, number 4, and she's looking to get it to Ketchum. She does with a perfect pass. Ketchum's shot's going to be deflected out through the inline, and no, they're saying goal kick. They're saying it was not deflected, and it's going to become a goal kick for Springfield. So as I give him a knee arrest, we'll let it. Greer Thomas get set. And there's a sub coming on the field for Springfield. And, well, we're just about as good as we can go here to get set to go. It's Greer Thomas. Just waits for the official right there, and he said, go ahead, boot it. Again, she kept it low, and that shortens the field as Day got it, went over the top. Ketchum was cut off from the ball, and it's going to be followed back up by Day, and that's going to be saved. Well, actually not saved. It's going to be touched by the goalie, and LaPlante will get set to take the kick. A low line driver, and again, that's going to turn transition right off, and oh, we got a whistle. I'm not really sure what the call was. They might have just whistled the whole play down before it started, as they have a sub coming in for Mill River. And it looks like Audrey Furno and Chadburn coming over, and she's going to take the kick. So I'm not really sure what's happening here. They're going to drop. Okay, they're going to have like a tip-off in basketball or a face-off in hockey. You're going to have a drop ball. And Springfield will win that drop ball, and Sabaski will step inside the circle, get it settled down, and get it to her knee, to her foot, and go dribble forward, and keep dribbling forward, and send the ball in, and Hannah LaPlante will bobble it, and oh boy, it's not like Mill River not to send people to the net, and that'll be a save with 8:37 to go in a scoreless first half. One thing I think Springfield has done an excellent job of doing here is controlling the tempo. And you might say, oh yeah, nuts, Jared, soccer tempo. Yes, this game's being played in almost semi-slow motion. Mill River is used to playing at a very high charged tempo, from grabbing the ball, getting the throw, and boom, go with it. Set the ball, take the pen, take the foul kick, boom, get it going. Get the rushes down the field, boom, get it down. And this isn't being played like that. This is being played at a very deliberate, grinded out pace, which will definitely favor the Springfield Cosmos. There's the kick, and it's low and line drive, picked off by Ketchum. She'll go up and right back into LaPlante. She'll make the save, and LaPlante will walk it out a good 10 yards, get set for the punt, come to the edge of the box, and let it fly. That stepped up, and see if Mill River can get Chadburn. Chadburn gets on a tough angle, and she's not going to be able to salvage it, but she'll gather it up for the corner kick for Mill River. They've definitely out-cornered and outshot Springfield, but they really haven't been, other than maybe one shot, they haven't been super difficult saves. And that's going to be sent through the inline as Ketchum got her body in between the ball and the defender, but she tried to knock it into the goal and missed. They'll go wide, and we will have a kick coming up and see if it'll be Greer Thomas again, number 9. And it will be Greer Thomas once again for Springfield. Now, I thought the crowd a little like stunned quietly about having no score here. Fishwick had a lot of time there to think about the shot, elected to try to pass it through the middle. Zabaski will get there. We'll have a throw by Mill River as indicated by the official. Now we'll bring Fishwick over, and she'll take it near the corner here, and she'll get set to lob it in. And all she needs is a ball, and now she's got it. It always helps to have a ball, absolutely. And nice job coming out, and that's going to be missed kick. That gives Mill River some possession time. They can't drive it through, Fishwick will get it to Sabaski. Sabaski wants to bring it around, gets it to her teammate Furno. Tough angle, couldn't hook it enough, and now we'll go out through the inline, and we'll have another goal kick coming up by Greer Thomas of Springfield. As you can see, the goalie LaPlante will flip the ball forward, and Thomas elects to take it to the far side of the box, and she'll be inside the 18, and not a cloud in the sky. Now, I'd love to see a lot of them right now. As that will be out of play, and I have it as a green throw, and we'll see what Mr. Official says. He says, you're right for once, it is a green throw. And that goes off from Ketchum. You see her, she's getting a little frustrated there as she picks up a handful of grass and tosses it, and Springfield just moving it down 5-10 yards at a time on these lobs, and boy, it would be huge for Springfield to get a late goal here and take a lead in the first half on the Minutemen. Chadburn taking the contact, staying up. Defender goes down. Chadburn with the fake, came around the ball, got a little bit further up forward than she wanted. She's going to cross the ball, and no, what a save. What a save by LaPlante. Now, I don't know. I think it was Furno that reached around and got the foot on it, which was just a magnificent move just to do that. But LaPlante getting the start in net will stop the ball. That's two real good shots now in the first half by Mill River. Fishwick dribbles to the open spot, and then a nice step up by the Cosmos, and the ball will roll and be out of play. Now this with 4:50 to go in the first half. Sabaski is going to have to wait, as you can hear the horn blow from the sideline, and they're going to bring in Rebecca Day for Courtney Chadburn for Mill River. Yeah, and they were looking for it. It's going to be a little too hard. She was looking for the corner for Furno. The ball will go out with a goal kick by Springfield, and more specifically by number 9, Greer Thomas. She played a ton of minutes already in the first half, Greer Thomas has. They went to the shorter kick on purpose, and they will inch forward, be kept in by Sabaski. She'll go to the center of the field to Plouffe. Plouffe will line it up, and that will roll in, and LaPlante this time under a lot less pressure will make the save. I think it would have been wide of the net anyways, and she'll step up and take the punt. And a very short but very high kick, and boy, putting right back on the defense was Day, came up ahead of it. That's Plouffe trying to go across the Day, and Plouffe will get it off her shin guards forward, and that's going to squirt through, and Sabaski going to be called for the push from behind, and we'll have a kick coming up by the Cosmos. And I'll tell you, it's the most un-Mill River-like game I've seen. And I don't know whether to blame the pregame ceremony or to give the Springfield Cosmos a tremendous credit here for executing their game plan. But Fenton will race to the far side. She's got the inside track. She's trying to circle around and ward off the defender who took the ball away. Nice job by Springfield. Her pass or a shot, wherever it was, got knocked down, never got in. That shot will come in, and Lawrence will step it up this time and knock the ball down, and that will come out to midfield and be controlled by the Cosmos long enough to get the ball cleared back in. Sabaski, oh, taken off her foot the last second, and it's going to be brought aside and cleared up to the edge of the circle. Comes to a stop. The reversal. Sabaski will make the steal, get it to Plouffe. She'll miss, kick the ball, and just kind of dub it, and it's going to be brought back down by Fenton. And that's going to be Ketchum coming over and kicking the ball side out. So we're down to just 2.5 minutes to go in the first half of play. And Springfield, where are you? I just saw them with the ball. There they are with the ball. And they will take the lob, and well defended by Mill River, and then the ball over the top, and they elected to knock it down, not settle and trap it, and Fenton will take it, and she will look and not connect with Ketchum. Then Fenton will wait for Lawrenson to call her off. Ball will go out. We'll have a green throw. This is what I talked about. Here's Springfield, scoreless game on Mill River's home turf. Time running down to a minute, and they put the ball on a lob down deep in their offensive end. And that going to come back, looking for the trailer, and oh, Greer Thomas pulled up on the shot and mishit it. She could have really tattooed it, and she didn't. And they want to get the ball back down the other end. They've got time to score here as they're looking for Day. Goes forward. There's Fishwick racing forward, trying to get to the inside, and oh, they're going to call a foul on that. That looked like just a bunch of players stumbling around each other. Well, it worked. That will nullify that rush down the field by Fishwick, give Springfield the kick, and remain scoreless here. That's the biggest thing, is they're able to keep it scoreless. That ball is going to hit, find an open spot, come to Ketchum. She'll take a few dribbles, work it forward. Ketchum got it into Fishwick. There's the trailer on the play was Ketchum, and she's trying to go maybe a little too wide, and it will end up behind the net. Now it'll play. And with just 40 seconds to go, Springfield got to be thrilled to be in a scoreless game with the undefeated #1 seeded Mill River Minutemen on Mill River's home turf. And see, this is all part of the game plan, milking down the clock, taking time here. It's Greer Thomas. Knocked down by Day. Sabaski will come back, and she will just go wide. There's the send, it's knocked down, and then the pressure by Day comes back to Sabaski, and she'll work it right to Furno, who's open and might have waited a little bit too long to take the shot. That allowed the defense to come out and play her. Off the head of Sabaski, time running down to almost time for the horn to blow here. And Brown, Carrie Brown will be out of play. We'll have a throw by Springfield. No, we won't. We're going to go to the half scoreless. So Mill River not used to being in this position, not a ton of shots on net, no score to account for, and on Seniors Day we'll come back from the fade to start the second half. Ends of the field, the Minutemen will be looking into that sunshine. They've also switched goalies. Mackenzie Mooney, the freshman sensation down there, and net for Mill River. Anna LaPlante still in goal for Springfield, and we are still scoreless. And there's a touch and a send, and they're looking to get some speed and some tempo going, and Fishwick's been moved definitely up front. That'll hit the sideline, go out of play. That was a long ball, looking for Fishwick to be able to catch up to it. And I said Springfield did a great job, and I don't know any other way to explain it because I'm not a soccer guy, but they controlled the tempo that the game was played at. It wasn't at that fast and furious and burn it up and down the field style that Mill River likes, or that they excel at. Fishwick with the step up will have it go off from her belly out of bounds, and we'll have another throw coming up for Springfield, just about 10 yards further up the field, and that'll be kept in by Sabaski. She'll slide it down. Springfield will just try to dump it back, and Fishwick will get under control. Emily Fishwick is looking to take it around on the dribble, and Springfield will clear it up to middle, well, near the center circle line, and nice step up by Nicole Fenton, as it looks like they're going to play the diamond in the defensive back here, and maybe put a little more pressure on offensively. And I'm just looking there. They can't decide who's coming over, and Springfield in the green uniforms looking to pull an upset. And a tie would be an upset here. I'll tell you, the biggest fans right now of Springfield are Burn Burton and Woodstock, as well, Mill River with an unblemished record. No ties, no losses, all wins. And they're in a game they don't take any game lightly by any means, but I'm sure they didn't expect to be scoreless and not a lot of shots on that and not a lot of quality shots on that. And that's being Plouffe out there. Caleb Plouffe, 14, playing the good defense, kept the ball wide, and they'll work it back. Kerry Brown out there to start the second half, number 13. Staying in good position, that ball will squirt in. Bullock will play the sweeper spot, kicked it, and we'll have a corner coming up for Springfield. And you know, if they got a goal here, it might actually be the best thing for Mill River. It might wake up the sleeping giants here, as they have been lulled right into the style of game that Springfield wants to play, needs to play against Mill River. That shot, and they'll be on the outside of the net, and we'll have a goal kick coming up, and Fishwick it's going to be Courtney. Chadburn will come back, and she'll take the goal kick, ball set, and they do this quite a bit with Courtney. She kicks the ball so well, and she can get good carry on it, and that will carry very well with the wind factor and take a bounce and roll over the top and come to Furno, and she'll go up. And Fishwick, trying to stay on side, will do so. Wants to send the ball through to Ketchum, and that's going to be kicked side out. We'll have a throw by the Minutemen, and again, that wasn't that far from actually clicking. And I'm just looking for anything that resembles somewhere with the ball. There we go. And Fishwick will be right on the edge of the window jam here. Whoops, she'll step back. She'll reappear, I guarantee it. Yep, she was going right into the box. She got a little helper. And that's going to be a goal. That crossed the goal line. That crossed the goal line, my friends, and they didn't call that a goal. The goalie, LaPlante, made a very casual grab at it, went through her hands, and everybody had turned and walked away from the play, had their back to it, and that was at least halfway over, if not all the way over the goal line. I know it's got to go all the way over to be a goal, but wow. And I tell you, there's some talking going on now down on the field from the sidelines on that, from the Mill River side. And that's going to be settled down. Plouffe will go back and get it, and she'll just try to lay it out and be too much on the ball. It'll be a throw for Springfield, as again we're in a 0-0 game in the second half of play. And, on a Friday night and haven't had anything to eat since this morning. We don't want any overtime. Got a lot of work to do anyways later. That'll go out of play, and we'll have, that looks like Fenton to pick the ball up. Over there on that far side with the sun, it's just hard to pick it up. And Chadburn will pass it over the top. You can see she's double marked, and it'll be out of play, and we'll have a throw coming up for Mill River, and they're going to bring Plouffe forward, and she'll get set to take the throw. And that's going to stay in play. Yes, will it become a corner? Yes, it will. Tell you, something's got to happen here for Mill River to kind of, they can dictate tempo as well as Springfield. I mean, you can try to pick up the tempo yourself, and they're just kind of being lulled here. There it is. And by the reaction, I would say it was Ketchum that got the header. I believe Katie Ketchum did. And Ketchum from Chadburn, and I would have been more excited, but I was blinded by the sun and actually wasn't sure the ball went in. And the way Ketchum's politicking out there, shaking hands and handing out high fives, I would say she got the goal. That came 4 minutes and 50 seconds into the second half, and it becomes 1-0 Mill River. And I usually get really pumped and excited over it, but I hollered goal earlier in a game this season. I don't think it was here, it was at a different game. And it hit the side of the net. Same deal though, I was looking at this brilliant sunshine, and everybody standing in the stands could hear me holler, goal, 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 and then they all looked at me because it wasn't. So I kind of held back from looking more foolish than I usually do, and it ended up being a goal, and then I was not emotional about it, but I'm excited now. It's 1-0 Mill River, and Ketchum will get the goal, and Chadburn will get the assist, and there's a Springfield throw, and Fishwick and company trying to use that as a building block to get some momentum started. And they'll be back out of play, and I'll have to get down on one knee. Oh, okay. And right in front of the stands, the Cosmos will get the ball up and out, and Sabaski got there, and then she was looking to get the ball back to catch him, and the ball will sit there. And now they go over the top, and that's going to be settled down by Chadburn. She'll pass it through to Fishwick. She's taken down, does a somersault, and scores a perfect 10 on it. That was well done. Now Fishwick will take the kick on the foul, and good chance right here, and no, she's going to give way to Carrie Brown, number 13. So Carrie, with her shield in her eyes, looking at that bright sunshine. And oh, that was ugly. She sliced it underneath. Looked like she had a pitching wedge out there, and really she wanted to go a little bit deeper into the box, and that'll come up and out and be controlled by Mill River. Chadburn will pick it up, and she will take the throw. And she was looking for Plouffe to get the corner. It's inched into Furno. She'll tow it forward, go to the left foot, and goal Ketchum. Goal number 2 for Ketchum. That's almost identical. Earlier this half, the ball was bobbled like that by Hannah LaPlante. This time, there's no doubt about it, and senior Katie Ketchum with the assist going to senior Audrey Furno. And Mill River has scored 2 goals in about 1 minute and 14 seconds. And Katie Ketchum, never shy about showing her joy and happiness. Having a good time on Seniors Day now. After a very lethargic first half, the Minutemen come out and get 2 goals and lead 2-0, looking to keep that record perfect on their way to Woodstock next week. And now the touch up here, and we'll have this Springfield squad try to recover from those 2 quick scores. And the ball will go down in the corner, and it will be out of play. We'll have a throw. It'll be Sabaski coming up to make the throw. With 7 minutes gone in the second half, and we're up 2-0. It was scoreless at the half. And we're scoreless no more. Mackenzie Mooney in net now, replacing Isabel Furno, and that ball will come up to Fishwick, and she'll go back and almost get there in time to make the steal as Carrie Brown got a piece of that, and Springfield Lawrenson with a nice step up this time. Brown, and they'll just go up and over and into the 18, and Bullock will settle it. The sweeper back there, go to the outside of the foot, and nice job of working it to the inside by Fishwick. Furno turned, had her pass rejected right back to her, and this is going to be a chance for a shot coming in, and boy, Lawrenson with a beautiful mark, got all the way back and just played great defense there, and that's going to be out through the inline. We'll have a goal kick coming up, and it'll be Mill River taking the goal kick. It'll be Chadburn coming back. Mooney will mark the ball, and Chadburn will take the kick. So Courtney Chadburn and Mill River able to break through here in the second half. And that will be Sabaski calling for the ball and then giving it up to Audrey Furno, and she'll take the throw. And that will be all play off from the foot of the Springfield Cosmos, and we'll just take the throw a little further down, actually quite a bit further down, as Fishwick will just tip the ball back to Furno, and one of the seniors, Audrey Furno, will back it up about 10 yards. So in the end, they did gain some, nowhere near much as I thought they were going to. Furno will look for Fishwick. She was pretty well marked, and coming in with some basket, going back up to the center circle. And I'm looking for a white shirt. There we go. And they'll just drive the ball on the side and go out of play, and should be a green throw. And that is what we'll have in Petrillo. Taking most of the throws for Springfield. Will get down there. Lawrence will bring it wide, maybe a little too wide yet, and he'll go out of play. And with 31 minutes to go exactly in the ball game, the soccer game, we'll have Springfield double clutch, get the ball in. Lawrence will settle it down, and she'll come around, find a little gap there, and not click with any teammate. We'll have Springfield Petrillo take the throw again, number 17. She'll go down, and that's going to go deeper into the box. Bullock will head up forward over the top of the defender, Sabaski. She'll just pooch the kick forward, and nice job on the run by Mill River, working the ball up and out of a danger zone to Fishwick. She'll make a nice nifty move there. And they were looking for Chadburn long, then the follow-up actually will go across field, and overrunning the play was the goal-scoring machine today, Katie Ketchum, and now you'll see Fishwick with a lot of space out there, a lot of turf to work with. Looking for Plouffe on the corner. Plouffe will bring the ball, trap it, settle it, send it back, and it's going to be picked up. Nice job by Courtney Chadburn, and she's looking for goal number 83 of her career, and it'll be saved by LaPlante. She needs a big kick right here. She needs to get the ball down there, and that's not too bad a kick. On the bounce, it'll be near midfield, to go over midfield, and Carrie Brown have a little problem getting it under control, and it'll go out of bounds, and we'll have Mill River take the throw. Brown will settle it down, bring it forward a good 10 yards. And she's told to wait. See her shielding her eyes as she's looking into that horrific sunshine. I know it's good for the earth and pretty and all that, but it's just nasty to film into, I'll tell you that. Sebaski now will get the throw and bring it across, and as we're trying to string together some short passes, we'll go out of bounds, and we'll have a throw by the Minutemen's Carrie Brown, and she'll get it down into position where Bryn Campbell will try to sneak around, and just a second late getting there, and that's going to be up, and 50-50 ball being fought for, and we're going to have a push called, and yeah, goes against Mill River. And we'll have a kick now on the fall by Springfield. So I was just getting my knee in position here. Sebaski got it going forward, stays in place. Sebaski. Oh, she's got some space to work with, and oh, she's trying to fake in, take it out, and the ball will go out of play, and we'll have a group Mill River thrown. Sebaski looks like she's going to at least pick the ball up. Whether or not she'll stay, she will. She'll take the throw. It'll be knocked down. We'll go to the corner. Bryn Campbell trying to walk around the inline, loses her balance. She'll go back, and she'll stay on the ball, steal it away from a Springfield player, come back, and now Sebaski. And Campbell play a little toss and catch, and that's in a good spot. Still loose, picked up by LaPlante. She had a little bit better grip on the ball this time, I'll tell you, than she did the last two times that it got nearer. So that ball will be settled down, and you can see Sebaski's just charged up now, and oh, I can't believe there's a fall on that. Oh, give me a break. This isn't tennis, this is soccer. Well, it's going to be Springfield with the kick, and Campbell will, well, she's going to leave it alone. She's going to take the ball and go home. Lawrence in good position back deep, everything marked behind her pretty well. She'll take a nice dribble to get open, then connect the dots with a 10-yard pass to Campbell. That will roll through and be kicked back out by the goalie, and got an offside call. Easy call, mile offside. Mill River's Fishwick coming up, and Emily Fishwick, junior, will be taking that seniors walk next year when they have the last regular season home game, and if I don't get fired from Coach Chabber, and I'll be back to tape that for you next year. A whole bunch of four-year players for him next year. Campbell from Chadburn, she's racing to the inside, takes the route, takes the oh, she couldn't take the shot. She pulled up, circled back, trying to get people to chase her. That creates openings for her teammates to take the shots. It's going to be low, and never got in on the goalie. It's going to stay in play, I believe. It hasn't got enough legs to make it to the sideline, and Furno just trying to feel where the defender was behind her, and senior Audrey Furno will cross the ball. No, never got in there. It's going to become a corner for Mill River. Now, what happens here, okay, people, is I run out a window. Boom, I hit the jam. So I will just look at the ball like that a little bit. And when she kicks it, I'll follow the flight of it the best I can. How's that for a deal? And that's going to be up and chased down by Mill River. And no whistle, stays in play. Everybody kind of came to a lull there, and it stayed in play, and Mill River will get there, get the ball back in deep. Springfield wants to, well, they're looking to come up the sideline. They overkick their target. Well, a throw by Mill River. And who's going to take it? Stop fooling around with the ball. There we go. Sebaski will do it. Keep following the people around with the ball, and they keep giving it up. So Sebaski will, she was looking for a Ketchum coming in. Furno got the ball, and she just towed it forward. Now Ketchum playing the defense with Chase. Oh, nice job by Ketchum trying to go to Furno with that slide tackle. And that's going to be controlled, stays in bounds. Springfield down 2 goals here. Having a lot of problems just getting up to midfield, let alone get over midfield. And Sebaski will be asked to back up a little bit. She accommodates some of that, and There's the kick, and it's going to come down, and Lawrenson with the nice step up. Lawrenson knows when to pick her spots. Besides her defensive skills and her ball dribbling skills, handling skills, she's tough, but she knows when to pick her spots to step up. And Campbell got blocked, and a nice follow-up by Sabaski. That'll roll out of play, and Springfield will take the throw with just 24.5 minutes to go in the soccer game. This is the last regular season soccer game for Mill River. They have a game on the road, a huge game that they've waited for all year long against Woodstock. And win or lose, and I hope it's a win up in Woodstock, of course, they will be home for the playoffs. Fishwick will come up, and she'll take the throw. Nope, you heard the horn just at the last second. She'll have to put the brakes on and wait till they clear, and then she'll be allowed to take the throw once the subs come in. That's Nicole Weeks coming in for Audrey Fernal for Mill River. And that rolls and rolls, and Chadburn waited for it to come to her, and that opens up Weeks on the trail, and Weeks was trying to bring her right up the middle, and it's taken away, and now they'll dribble the ball to the circle, and Springfield. It's some very unusual time and space himself right there, and some turf to work with. Sabaski will get there, settle it, and then try to push it up through. Got partially blocked, slowed it down, Ketchum. Will reach around and find Bryn Campbell. Nice move by Ketchum against two Springfield defenders. And that's going to take a very good bounce from Mill River. Get it into Chadburn. She's going to bring it across the middle. See if she's got enough to jack it up. Nope, she got a field goal though. Great job of just keep sliding across the field till she became open to take the shot by Chadburn. And now we'll have a goal kick taken by Springfield. And we got a new number back there. No, we don't. Okay, same old number, Greer Thomas. I was looking at, they're setting the ball in place, but Greer Thomas will get set. She'll take the kick, and she took most of those goal kicks. No, she took actually all the goal kicks in the first half. And again, I apologize for having to look into the sun. It does affect the picture-in-picture quality. And the shaky camera works when I have to switch to my knee from my standing position on the windowsill. But hey, it is only public access. A non-paid, non-professional, non-professionally trained person like myself, and Mooney will just catch the ball so she can see if she's awake back there. And Mac Mooney doing a nice job all season long. And up from behind, they'll make the steal, and Sabaski will get there. The ball will pop up, come right back into play. Sabaski will get in. Sabaski out hustling and out playing two Springfield players momentarily, and that will go out of bounds off from Kerry Brown, and we'll have a throw coming up by Springfield. As we're down to 21:54 to go, and Springfield down 2 goals. They don't have to panic yet. They just need to keep it at a minimum of maximum of a 2-goal deficit. And that might be a little bit too much to angle, yeah. She couldn't bring it up and around. We'll have a goal kick coming up for Mill River. And I just want to see, I'll be Chadburn coming up with the ball. No, that's Fishwick, I'm sorry. So Emily Fishwick will get set, and was looking for Brown. Kick came to the inside. Lawrenson will turn around, and that goes off from Fishwick back into Mooney. She'll settle, and then Mooney very calmly, very composed for a freshman, just go up the far side and get the ball to Jen Brown, who's out there, number 10. Brown will turn and fire, and you see the foot trap by Luigi Valenti over there. And it should become Springfield ball, okay. And they'll just set the ball down in. Plouffe got there, they got a deflection on it, couldn't control it. That's going to be Sabaski. It's going to step up twice and then chase the ball around, and got a foul call. I think Sabaski might have reached out and held, which is okay. Lines don't get caught, but she got caught this time. And we'll have Springfield again. A goal right here would make a huge difference to Springfield, as we're just about at the halfway point. We're at 20 minutes, 30 seconds.
I have to go get something in the locker room.
And boy, never got in. Hit the up back, the defender for Mill River, and Fishwick turn, got it past Weeks. Weeks will turn around Chase, and Sabaski will just drive it up and out. Gets it to Campbell, who will drive it forward. Mill River on the attack is Chadburn with that great speed. And not only the speed though, just the way she can overtake the defender and still carry the ball. And oh, she's putting on all the dance moves. She's got some moves and ahs. Oh, what a beautiful assist. And Campbell's going to be on the outside of the net. And Bryn just couldn't settle that down instantly, or she would have had herself a goal. But what a job of setting that goal up, or a chance at a goal up by Courtney Chadburn. And they'll push the ball through, and Chadburn just never seems to run out of energy. Just tremendous fitness, great shape. That's going to be on the far post, settled down. Oh, Jen Brown. That would have been a perfect senior days gift for Jen Brown. She just got it up, she elevated it just a little too much. I'll tell you, you saw there was, what, 3 white jerseys on that far post. And not a Springfield defender near him. Mill River could really put dagger or the nails in the coffin, whatever cliche you want to use. In there with another goal or two as poof, bouncing around, and that ball's going to come out to the center circle where Carrie Brown will send it up in the air, and that's going to be just rolling, and go deeper into the zone. And there's a Mill River player coming up late. It'll be out of bounds, and we'll have a throw by. Should be Mill River, and it looks like, I'm trying to see who's taking it. Jen Brown will. The reason she's waiting is the horn sounded, and they're bringing in subs. We're at 18:42 to go. Mill River and Springfield were all scoreless at the end of the first half. Yeah, I'll be quite honest, the players will tell you too. It was kind of a dull first half for Mill River. This is usually a place where lightning bolts come off the field. They'll be out of play. From Bryn Campbell with a goal kick for Springfield. Mill River kind of changed that around 7 minutes into the second half as they got both their goals relatively close time proximity-wise. Again, I'll have Mill River soccer playoff action for you. Now, what happens like today? Rutland Field Hockey had their last game of the year, Seniors Day, and Mill River had their last regular season game of the day, Seniors Day. And I feel bad because I can't be everywhere. And there are a lot of teams, believe me, that adopt me or just expect I'll be there. And I feel like I let them down when I'm not. But I can't be everywhere all the time, and VPA won't schedule the games, stagger them so I can be at everybody's game. But the other thing with the field hockey game is on my original schedule, they had it against Woodstock in Woodstock on the 14th at 11 a.m. This is looking sweet, and comes up, and it'll be on the outside of the net, and we'll have a kick coming up for Springfield. But just to finish my explanation, about a week ago, I was told by the JV coach, April Chaffee, that the updated schedule, which I never received, had made the game move to the 13th today at 4 o'clock at Rutland instead of at Woodstock. Well, I'd already committed to Mill River. And you give your word, you give your word. So that's why I'm here. And I do feel bad because I've missed senior days before for other teams because there's everybody playing the same day. Now, my plan is this for playoffs. If Mill River's first playoff game falls in line with a field hockey playoff game, I'm probably going to take the field hockey playoff game only because it's usually such a blowout in the first round. Remember last year? It was 11-0 Mill River. I believe it was over Fairhaven. The year before it was 8-0. I can't remember against who. But there's a big-time push, and Brown learned to kick the hard way. But I'll pick Mill River back up in their second round, but I hope it'll be more competitive. If everything worked out, everybody would play on different days and different times, and I'd just cover everybody and make everybody happy. And that's going to be Bryn Campbell making the charge on the far side, and Bryn. Remember last year she missed the playoff game. Oh, ploof, trying to bring it around. We'll go back, get it, center of the ball on the trail. It's catch him. She's got another chance, and she's going to be stopped barely by LaPlante. She's looking for a hat trick. Katie was, and don't call her Caitlin. She wants Katie. And it will be Springfield with the throw in here on the second half of play, down 2-0 with 15 minutes to go in the soccer game. Weeks with a nice step up will knock the ball out of bounds. That will make Springfield just do it all over again, 5-10 yards further up the field. As they get set, turn, and give it a good lob. And white ball. They have a white throw coming up, and I haven't seen any indication, Springfield really thinks they can score. They were just trying to drag it out and play for a fluky goal or an overtime, but the camera hasn't really gone over midfield very often here in the second half. It's been staying down in the Mill River offensive end, which is okay with me. And ball will be chased around, and nice agility by Mill River there to get the ball down. Campbell trying to slide it through to Weeks, and that's going to be swept aside. Oh, she was breaking in, and I believe that's going to become just a throw. I didn't make the corner. And now I can't be sure. I don't think I'll be able to pick up the throw because of the brick jam, the window jam. So what I will do is wait for the ball to magically reappear. And I'm still waiting. And there it is. Okay, so it is just a throw. It's not a corner. You get it into Chadburn, up, and oh, she turned around to a whole bunch of green jerseys there. And Lawrence, and way up the field, will contain the play, and Jen Brown will go in the far corner, and it's going to become should be a corner kick for Mill River. Yes, it's going to be a corner for Mill River. They're up 2-0. And Courtney Chadburn will serve it up here, and that wind that was so strong in the first half has really died down nicely, as you can tell by the flag next to the ball by Courtney Chadburn. And that's going to be, should be, yeah, just we're going to do the corner over again, same thing. Chadburn over in the corner, and we will have her serve this corner up. And that's right in the hands of LaPlante. She'll hold on to it. She did tickle it a little bit, but she'll get ready to punt. I'm not sure. I don't think this is a bad game for the game leading up to Woodstock. I mean, I don't know if you'd want a gut-wrenching overtime, 4-3 game going into Woodstock, but you certainly would think you'd have enough intensity left over for Woodstock after this game. And it's really not that Mill River's played bad. It's just that I hold them to such high standards. I expect them to always play like Team USA. And now we'll have a throw by Springfield. They're down those 2 goals, and far from over. I mean, they need a goal to get things going here. They'd make it interesting with just 12 minutes to go. That's a lot of time left. And they'll be out of play. We'll have a throw coming up by Mill River. Fishwick will head over to get it. And they'll bowler the ball, and now we'll have a sub coming in the game. And it's Sabaski for Plouffe for Mill River. So that's Sabaski 6 for Plouffe 14. And that just went out of play, and Springfield will take it over. Maybe the sun affected her like it does me when I tape. And on that throw in, that's going to go into the box, and Fishwick will be called off by Mooney, and she'll go to one knee and scoop the ball up. And looks like Mac Mooney wants to kick the ball just so she can be involved in the game, and she will. And the punt will come down to Weeks. Weeks got stopped from being able to get the power behind the drive, and Springfield will just go up and over the top, and that's going to be off from the head of Fenton. She'll bring it down to her foot. Was looking for Sabaski, and that's going to be chased down, and Fenton, not really sure. She's waiting for contact from the defender just like that, and she'll take the throw herself. Now see how fast she turned and got the throw going the other way. And here comes Courtney Chadburn, and see how she can reach back and control the ball. She draws the crowd, doesn't she? Oh, some beautiful moves. I mean, this is just beautiful stuff. Oh my goodness, she must be a heck of a dancer. And almost misplayed. It'll be a save though, and then I tell you, these saves have been interesting by LaPlante. They haven't been anything but routine. Sabaski was looking for Chadburn. You see her slip, lose her footing, and that ball will make the. Well, actually, that might have gone. I think she's right. I think it went out from Springfield. But by her dejected reaction, she's not going to get the call, and we'll have a kick coming up by the Cosmos. As we'll get set again, Greer Thomas. Well, that was real low, and her teammate actually stepped up and did a good job of not allowing Munson to get to it. Munson, number 11 of the game now, Nikki Munson. For Mill River, one of those seniors that they recognized and honored, and it was a nice tribute. Oh, we're going to have a whistle. They're going to bring the throw back. That was a nice tribute to the start of the game with the flowers and the balloons and the moms and the dads out there and the players on their final regular season home game. So we're nearing the 9-minute left to go mark here. As now Springfield down 2 goals, not really generating a lot of offense. When they get around 7-8 minutes, they've got to kind of change their tactics if they can. Mill River might dictate otherwise, but they've got to really be risky and come up and gamble on offense and just roll the dice. And every cliche you can think of. Watch Haber with a beautiful lift and separated it, and then her kick's going to be aimed for the corner, and it wasn't blocked. It just went wide, and it will become a goal kick for Springfield. Yeah, and it's hard to think. We're already talking playoffs as you see the sub going off. And I'm just trying to find a darn ball. There it is. Yeah, talking playoffs already for both soccer and field hockey. So you catch him come to the inside and just gently send the ball forward to Bryn Campbell to the inside, and her shot. Oh, Bryn Campbell. Beautiful moves. Remember the big goal she had against Stratton Mountain in overtime that won it? Well, there's a goal for a early senior. And she'll make it 3-0, and that's probably just about it. As she'll get big hugs, congratulations from her teammates. And even Mooney, the goalie, came all the way down, which usually is pretty customary for the goalies. They come all the way down and get involved in the celebration. See, I wouldn't have made a good goalie, well, for a lot of reasons, but I never would have ran the 100 yards all the way down just to give them high fives. I would have waited till after the game. Save my energy. 8:43 is the time left to play. That's the time the goal was scored by Mill River to make it 3-0. And Bryn Campbell doing a fine job again. Boy, they're going to miss her next year. Now, I remember her telling me now that she was graduating early. But I kind of forgot about it until she walked out there today, and I was like, oh, yeah, that's right. And that's going to be, should be a throw by Springfield, and that's, official agrees with me. It's always a smart thing to do. Agree with me. Yeah, and they want her, yeah, I had the camera in the right spot, but then she didn't cooperate. Now she's been told to go down there. The ref said to her, the camera's pointing this here to this spot, coming down here, and that's going to be Mooney with the save, the dribble, and now the kick coming up. So it's 3-0 Mill River on their senior day game. And again, they got a big road trip. They're going to Woodstock. Not big miles or big like hours away, but big game implications. Any way you slice and dice it, though, Mill River will have a home playoff game. And probably as many as they can have to, they either get eliminated or they win and go to the championship. I don't want to put pressure on them, but Sabaski can't save it. Good try. And we'll have a throw by Springfield as that sun finally getting close to the point where it'll be below the horizon. Probably just about time the game ends. And don't forget, playoff times move up. The first round is at 3 o'clock instead of 4, and then the second round's at 2 o'clock instead of 3. Oh yeah, kills me getting out of work early. Costs me a fortune. Well, I don't make a lot, so it costs me a little bit. As Ketchum had 2 goals today to this point. Fishwick with the kick. And then Bryn Campbell had the last goal, the latest goal, the 3rd goal. That ball's going to be steered wide by Bullock, and it'll go out of play, and Springfield will have control of the ball, and they got 6.5 minutes, and they need to start chucking them in there. See those light spots on the field? I always thought that was the sun dots in my camera. It's the reflection of the sun off the school windows where I am on the field. Yeah, you know how many times I rubbed the lens until I looked over the top and realized that it was the reflection of the windows acting like a mirror. Now, as foolish as that sounds, if you know me, I'm a rather foolish person. And we will have a throw taken by Nikki Munson. She's behind the crowd. There she is, number 11. And she'll get in, they'll settle it down, and Furno went to kick it through, came back to Munson. She'll just kind of casually slide past the defender and then get it to Furno eventually, and it'll come down to Ketchum. Oh, she was thinking hat trick because she's on fire today as far as scoring goals. That ball's going to come through. That was Jen Brown, I believe. Yeah, that's Bullock. I'm sorry, she's got the striped socks on too. That's Jen Brown. There we go. And I do think I had it right now. Oh, nice job. Oh, they're going to call that. Oh. And with a 3-0 game, we'll have the Cosmos get set for the kick. So they'll step it up, and they kept it low, and I think that was by design, to tell you the truth, and they just didn't react to the ball. And here comes Courtney Chadburn, and she wants to go over the top, and coming in is Furno, and again, boy, the plant bobbles. A lot of shots coming in. Oh, God, yes, the sun has gone down over the top of the hill. It's a shame there's only 5 minutes left, but the last 5 minutes, the picture will be better, and I'll actually be able to see the action. Now, that sounds irrelevant to you, and it probably is, but it means a lot to me. Chadburn working in, working out, working on the ball. Oh, gosh. Boy, they're getting real touchy, picky-uni here. You won't see this in the playoffs. They'll let them just about take heads off out there. The Northern Rest will. As Brown settles, and we'll drop it down for Chadburn. She'll go up and around, and that's going to be off from the Springfield defender's foot. And Chadburn will take the throw into the box to Campbell, and she wants to reach around with the leg, drag it around, and get shielded off from the ball. And going to have a corner coming up for the Minutemen as they'll, again, just pressure the ball defensively, and that creates an offensive chance for them on this corner. And again, they are a very good, very special team this year. And, oh, how did that not go in? There, I mean, that took forever to go in. And it's a goal for Mill River, and I believe that's going to be Courtney Chadburn's 83rd career goal. Yes, it will. So Chadburn, I think it was pinned against the post, and it's not like ice hockey where the goalie can freeze it unless she has it in her hands and the whistle blows, but she can't trap it with her foot against the post and get a whistle, and that's what Chadburn just stuck with it, and banged it in for the 4th goal of the game, the 3rd different goal scorer, and her 83rd career goal. That's a phenomenal number for anybody. Pele probably didn't have that, but 83 goals for Chadburn over her career, not this year. That'd be really something if she had them this year. And like I said, I can't imagine anybody in Mill River soccer history who's even come close to that goal scoring mark. Then you add in her assist, and she's going to be so far over 100 points in her career. It's unbelievable. And that's going to be turned right into offense. And, yep, they got it to Campbell, back to Chadburn, and she was looking to send, they're trying to get Furno set up here, another senior, to get a goal, and Audrey Furno working hard, got sealed off from the ball, and Springfield will bring it wide, and Furno will chase it down, and that's definitely... That's a no-doubter. Furno is a rugby player, and that definitely was a foul. I don't have any gripes against that or about that. And there, I had to catch the number because she went butt over bing bang, and I couldn't catch it. It's Brandy Cheney. And oh, they're going to give Audrey a card. Yeah, she earned that card, I'll tell you that. And she's going to go over and sit down for a spell. So one of the most exciting plays of the day come with just 3:15 to go, and nobody got hurt, so I can kind of make a little jest of it. So Furno out. I didn't catch the sub who came in, but we're going to have a kick now by Springfield. The ball will be brought down, and that's coming to me. I might make the play. Nope, didn't quite reach the window. I was getting set too, but let me tell you. And we're going to have Fenton give the ball down to Fishwick, and Emily will come up, and she will get set to take the throw, and that clock winding down to supper time, 2:54 to go. And that will come back to Campbell, who's got 1 goal today. Chadburn's got a goal, and of course, Katie Ketchum had the first 2 goals here in the all the scoring coming in the second half of play. And they're laying it out on the wing to Chadburn, and see, that's not a foul. That's just good soccer. She didn't initiate the contact. She braced herself for the hit that was delivered by the Springfield player. Chadburn might be skinny and slender, but she's strong. And she's going to serve up a corner with 2 minutes to go, and Mill River up 4-0 over Springfield. And that's going to be, oh, Lawrenson. Yeah, she knew it. She shook her head. She was all alone between there and the net, and she just couldn't bring the ball down. She elevated it up over the crossbar. So we get set for the kick here, and I'm looking for Greer Thomas, and she's hustling back now to take the kick. She's been a busy young lady today, Greer Thomas has. Settled, and that'll come up, and that will take a Mill River bounce. They'll keep it in play as Nikki Munson will bring it over to Bryn Campbell, and that's going to roll out a good 20 yards, but Lawrenson right there should just gently set it up, and it's going to be knocked down by Springfield, and Lawrenson get in right there, and Maria Lawrenson, one of those seniors that they acknowledged before the start of the game. Used to play for Woodstock. That's going to be quite a special game for her. It's going to get a little tingly in her stomach when she thinks of that game. We're down to just a minute to go. Inferno back in after going out with that yellow card. Will get set and give the big throw down inside, and she'll follow it up with just a pick the right out of air type kick. And then the step up by Bryn Campbell to Chadburn. Oh boy, that defense just turned around and left her wide open. Can she save it? Yes, she can. Crossed, and boy, everybody for Mill River touched it. Jen Brown will go back and get it. She wants to put it back in front of the net also. That'll stay in play for a second. It's going to be out of play and we'll have a throw now. See Mill River starting to hustle after it here as they no time winding down. They're up 4-0. And Lawrenson to Ferno, back to Campbell, up, and it'll be saved by LaPlante. So we're down to 16 seconds to go. Mill River, well, they'll head off to Woodstock with their perfect record intact. Now, that could be tremendous pressure. Might not be a good thing. Or it could be incentive. Remember last year, Woodstock came here and scored the game-winning goal with 8 seconds. And there it is. And Mill River will win it 4-0. So congratulations to all the seniors on the field for Springfield and for Mill River. Get out there, support your student athletes, catch the playoff soccer on Munger Vision on Channel 15. And congratulations, Mill River. Good job by Springfield. And God bless America.